Children experience deep, complex anxieties, but they rarely have the vocabulary to explain exactly what is closing in around them. Without the words to process these emotions, that anxiety often surfaces through withdrawal or outbursts. The child becomes isolated, locked inside a frightening experience they cannot share with the adults around them. For decades, clinicians and storytellers have used animal metaphors to address this silence. These figures provide a way to discuss human situations through a symbolic lens. These metaphors allow therapists to speak the child's own language of imagination and play. It starts the work of healing on terms the child can actually accept. Imagine a fable about a tiny, frightened kitten huddled alone in the roots of a massive tree within a dark forest. In a clinical setting, this character triggers projective identification. The child takes their own very real vulnerability and maps it onto this fictional kitten. This creates a safe psychological distance. Because the child is describing the kitten's struggle, they can examine terrifying feelings without triggering their own defensive walls. To find the way out, the kitten needs a specific type of guide, someone who will lead without simply carrying the kitten to safety. This setup allows the child to begin the process of navigating danger through their animal proxy, seeing a path towards self-reliance. A moment of wonder. At the height of the kitten's isolation, a glowing deer steps out from the shadows. Its presence provides the first soft light in the woods. The choice of a deer for this role is rooted in a long history of human mythology and how we perceive the animal kingdom. In Greek mythology, deer were sacred to Artemis. They were symbols of wildness and protection, embodying a sense of harmony within the natural world. Celtic and Native American traditions often view the stag as a messenger between worlds. It represents a gentle, intuitive presence that guides travelers through unknown territory. Across centuries, humans have relied on this symbol to represent a non-threatening guide, a presence that helps us face the unknown without adding to our fear. This guide operates by strict behavioral rules. The deer stays at a distance, speaks softly, and refuses to carry the kitten. These rules mirror the clinical concept of the wise animal friend. The deer acts as a proxy for the therapist, providing wisdom while ensuring the kitten maintains her own agency. The deer's patient, expectant posture creates a low-pressure environment. It gives the kitten the necessary space to attempt bravery on her own terms. The fable provides a cognitive framework for navigating panic. It models a 3-step process: pause to assess the environment, process the immediate fear, and then take one safe step forward. The guide holds a steady, predictable space, allowing the child to practice a steady presence of mind, even while the danger remains close by. Following the deer, the kitten eventually reaches the edge of the woods and steps into the light of a sunlit clearing. Right at this moment of safety, the glowing deer vanishes. If the guide remained, the kitten would stay dependent on external security. For permanent growth, that support must fall away. This is internalization. The power of the animal symbol transfers inward, becoming part of their identity. The warmth and safety experienced in the woods originated within the kitten. The deer served as a mirror, making that internal strength visible for the first time. The kitten now stands alone in the clearing. Looking back at the woods, the memory of her journey has replaced her initial fear. This transition marks the ultimate goal of the therapy. The child has successfully moved from the perspective of a trapped victim to that of a courageous survivor. The memory of the deer remains as a transitional object. In future moments of anxiety, the child can call upon this internal symbol to regain composure. Fables are vital psychological tools. They guide us toward the realization that the capacity to face the dark lives within us, rather than just in the stories themselves. Through these symbols, children learn the most important lesson of all: how to become their own guiding light.